Ever speak with Tommy about his intentions with that, and if so, could you share kind of why the tonal shifts occurred?
I don't know that I fully understand the question. In what ways do you think it was different?
There's a lot more humor, a lot more kind of...
I think the humor, I think it's harder to feel the humor when it's all in Norwegian. That's my personal opinion. I think the comedy was there in the first one, but it was just different. And also from the opening shot of the first one, which is a day for night shoot, which is just like they tinted down a daytime shot to make it look like night. I mean, that's kind of an amateur technique. Although when you have no money, those are things that you have to do. And so like starting off that movie, you could see them grow through watching the first one. From the beginning to end, you really see how they developed as filmmakers. And from then until now, they've all developed so much more, and then being able to work with them on Dead Snow too, and you know, I mean, I think, you know, as an artist, you're always fine-tuning your craft, what you love, and I'm so happy to have been a part of this and gotten to work with people who I think are really good at what they do.
I remember talking to the writers about this early on, because it's something I noticed immediately when you read the script, because in the first Dead Snow, they play with the suspense so much, and you don't see a zombie until so far in, and then this one, it was a conscious choice by them it's just a different style of movie in that it's so full on, and the writers, you know, did that on purpose, but we're also like, we hope it works because it is different. There's not that suspense the whole time.
Speaking of the writers, why do you think the choice was to have American actors in the first place?
Honestly, to open up the audience. But also to add, to tag on to what she was responding to, your question, your first question, the part of what they were doing also is, he loves Evil Dead. And like in the same way that Evil Dead 1 and 2, in the same way that Evil Dead 2 picks up where Evil Dead 1 left off, but just starts with all action. Like, I think that was a big part of the intention. So that tone has to be different, because it was, wait, sorry, what was this question? I went backwards.
She's good.
The choice to bring Americans in was the question. And I've heard Tommy answer this before, and he says that when
Why don't you give your original answer? For Christ's sake, these people deserve something new.
Apparently when the first Dead Snow came out, the Zombie Squad reached out to them, and they were fans of the movie, and Tommy and the guys who wrote it got such a kick out of the Zombie Squad that they were like, we have to use this if we make a sequel.
That's a lie. She lied to you. Yes, question in the back.
What was the budget?
The budget for this was $350. Yeah, all the blood was donated.
We each got a crisp 20.
$20 krona, which is like, it's about $7 American. Wait, did somebody, so I don't know the exact amount. I thought it was $3 million.
I think we're not sure.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think?
I'm not sure.
You think? I'm sure you're not sure. Yeah, you guys both have questions, one at a time.
We're sort of the same thing.
Oh.
With the tank scene, when they're shooting at you guys, was it like computer generated, or was it actually just like...
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. The tank...
You talking about like when the strollers?
Yeah. No.
Nope.
Well, sort of both.
We killed only two babies were killed in the making of this movie. You saw it. Luckily that take worked. That was mostly special. That was mostly a computer.
Yeah, the tank was definitely there. We heard that it was the first tank in Iceland.
Oh, wait, you guys?
Yeah.
But they actually ran through a bunch of like explosions. When they were running and like those explosions are happening on the ground, they were running through real explosions.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was awesome. But yeah, not actually firing out of the tank. In fact, I'm not sure that the tank actually fired.
The tank itself, it was a light pole. It wasn't even a real tank, like it was a movie tank. So.
It was a tank at one time.
Kidding, I'm just kidding. I didn't want to ruin your reality. Yeah, it was a movie tank.
We have time for a couple more questions.
Great.
Anything. It doesn't even have to be about the movie.
What about, like, what are you doing today?
Why are you so cool?
What?
Why are you so cool?
Who?
You.
Thanks. Go ahead, Martin.
I don't think there is an answer to that question.
Right there.
So a question for Martin.
Yeah, sure.
So a lot of your characters, Party Down, other characters are very into the sci-fi, this kind of genre. How do you find films like this? How did you come about to be in the movie?
I mean, probably just because I have glasses. I don't know. I know that Tommy and Stieg and Vagar, who all wrote the script, were fans of Freaks and Geeks, and they had been. I don't know. I think they had thought of me at some point during the process, but for whatever reason, didn't think that would work out. And then, as they, I think 3 weeks out from shooting or 2 weeks out, it's always so last minute. They reached out, and I more than anything really liked talking to Tommy. I liked the first Dead Snow, and the script was amazing. But just getting a sense for who Tommy was and what kind of experience it would be, I was really excited to donate my talents to it. And it's a character that was different than that. It had so many interesting specifics that I haven't toyed with yet, and was still kind of in a wheelhouse that I feel comfortable in.
There's one last question right there.
Okay, earlier you said any suggestions about the guts. Well,
Oh, great.
I kind of have a suggestion.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, maybe.
Somebody grabs the guts and they're rolling it out, and a lawnmower just happens to be there.
Okay.
And he or she starts it. It wraps under the thing, and
Okay.
it's slowly pulling it in. It's chopping he or she up.
Oh, that's really good.
That's great. Is it like
I'm gonna tell Tom.
you should start a blog and just keep all these ideas coming.
You guys really need that.
There was one last question right up.
So I'm assuming you enjoyed your foray into horror. Do you think you're going to be doing that again soon? And do you guys have any plans for anything in the future in the horror genre?
I don't know. I mean, if we had the opportunity to make another one, I would. More than anything, I think part of why I chose to do it also is because I was excited to try something new. And I like 4 or 5 years back, I was like, why am I not doing things that I've, when an opportunity comes up with people that are good at what they do, why don't I reach out and try to expand? Whatever. I mean, it's fun. This is just like a blast to be a part of and make. And I'm working with. When I get back, I'm working with DJ Poot. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
He wrote Friday. He's also done movies like Soul Plane.
Okay.
So why not try things that I've never done before? And I get to meet Snoop Dogg.
Worth it.
But I think Jocelyn's going to do as many horror films as she can.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
Great.
Great. Oh, there's one last hand that shot up. Last question, sir.
Yeah, I thought the Star Wars references were pretty funny, but I didn't read the original script, and I was imagining
Why not?
getting to be too much and overwhelming. Is that exactly how it went? I mean, it sort of stopped, obviously, once things got going on.
There were about 25 Star Wars quotes that were cut from this film, believe it or not. So yeah, it was so heavy in the script. And it's sweet. Tommy actually, when I first met him, was like, your character is me, because he loves Star Wars so much. And yeah, did I answer your question? Or?
Do you have to get rights for those or something?
No, not unless you have likenesses or something, or.
There was one time when I started humming the theme while I was fighting, and they were like, cut, you can't do that. So not the music.
That's trademark. But I think that's also why I stuck. I think that's one thing that was that character in different incarnations. At one time it was a guy, I think, but you really won him over. I think.
We're so manly.
Very manly. This is like our two-man show.
Nobody's laughing about it.
No, this is exactly like our two-man show. No one's laughing. I think that's one of the reasons that I don't think he could ever take it out of there, because it meant so much to him. He's such a huge Star Wars fan. It is interesting though, how just everybody hates her. It's like underlying. Why are you even talking about Star Wars?
Yeah, I felt it.
No, we don't feel like that in real life. I swear to God, Jocelyn, we love you. Okay, well, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching the movie. I hope you liked it. Have a great rest of the festival.
You can see Martin and Jocelyn in the live radio play. That's going to be the next show in this theater, alongside some of the cast from other movies we're playing in the festival.
Tales from Beyond the Pale.
So don't miss that. And then
about an
directly
hour.
after that, Elijah Wood, Daniel Noah, and Josh Waller will present a really rare screening of Who Can Kill a Child.